Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Tribe Forex Power Hour. I'm Marcello Nino, and with me is Nino, a pro Forex trader. Today is April 2nd, 2014, and we're going to do today what we've done for years, which is an analysis of the markets and evaluation of our biases, which are based upon the 5 p.m. Eastern Time close of our daily bars. Okay, so how's it going to work today? We're going to talk about how we make money. We're going to then do our market analysis, and if there are any trades that we are in or that we have been in, we're going to talk about those as well. So our formula for success is generally to after 5 p.m. Eastern Time to do our market analysis and determine what the bias of each pair is. Okay, what's the bias? It's the probability of price going up or going down. So if we have a probability, a higher probability that price is going to go up, then we will have a buy bias. If we believe that price is going to go down based upon our bias, we will have a sell bias. Okay, now how do we execute the bias? Two ways. We take a set and forget it trade, and we can also day trade in the direction of our bias using our pods, which are points of decision for bigger profits. Nino, are you here with me?
Yes, Marcello, I'm here. How are you today?
Great. I'm doing awesome. So glad to have you, as always, on the call. It's a pleasure to work with you. Guys, by the way, if you didn't know this, if you go to tribeforex.com and you join, it's completely free. You'll be able to trade with Nino using that second strategy that we just discussed here, which is a day trade, which allows you to get bigger profits. Okay, and he's in a trade room from 1 to 3 a.m. and then from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 to 3 a.m. to trade the London session and 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. to trade the New York session. If you're interested in that, please join in. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here. Okay, so here's what we have. We've got the charts open. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this either. I do need this data window. Okay, so I'm going to start with the euro dollar. So guys, basically, if you didn't notice, we are in consolidation. How do we know that we're in consolidation? We have a back and forth movement in the markets. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bars, daily bars that are within each other. Okay, that is consolidation. Okay, all this is consolidation. When price isn't moving up, isn't moving down, it's just vacillating, going back and forth. That's consolidation. Now, some consolidation patterns are much more clear than others. When we have a channel, it's very, very clear for us. When we have a flag formation, a pennant, those are very, very clear for us as well. What we have going on here on the euro dollar is some form of, I would dare say, a flag here. Very, very, in fact, I dare say it's here. This is our flag here. This is the lower end of our flag. I'm going to change the color so that we can see it, distinguish it. And then here's our upper zone of our flag as well. It's not a very clear flag, but there's definitely a flag formation there. And you just need two swing highs and swing lows to form that consolidation pattern. Okay, that's a swing high. Something like this is basically what we're looking at. We're probably going to see price move out of this apex in the next couple of days. Guys, we've been in consolidation for the last few days, last 2 weeks actually, and we're going to look for some price for us to get some real movement here and to break up this consolidation as we walk into some very important announcements in the United States, including non-farm payroll. So that's what we'll be looking for, and we'll be expecting big movement. So look for apexes like this, and actually better apexes. This is not a very clear one, so that, and out of those apexes, you're going to see a breakout of some kind, most likely, moving in one direction or the other. So we don't have a clear decision here besides saying that we have a consolidation bias. What does that mean? That means you buy the highs, you sell the lows. At the top here, where we did have this movement, this would have been selling the high, and you're going to buy the low. So if price gets back down here to where we have this trend line, it's 37.35, 1.3735. We will buy from there. We will sell from up here somewhere. Okay? So really no clear decision here on the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar CAD. Now, for Build Wealthers, I have been in a dollar CAD that we got into right down here at about this area, 1.1030 to 140, actually I believe 1.040. And we watched the vacillation in price. Now, what are we looking for? We got into a buy here, to be honest with you, and now we've moved into consolidation. So it's been a few days of this, just holding on to this trade. Price honestly could go in either direction here for us. It was really a clear-cut buy here before. Why was it a buy? Because we had price. We had 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, 4 touches, 5 touches, and price continually closed above that trend line. So we have price acknowledging the trend line, price closing above the trend line. And if you look at the higher time frames, you can see we also had a nice area of support resistance at that 1.1000 area, which is a key area from a psychological level and also technical level for us concerning the dollar CAD. We have been in consolidation as well. That's number 3. Third reason why I considered this to be a good buy. We've been in consolidation. We have, look at the weekly, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks of continual movement inside of this channel of the dollar CAD. Okay? What does that mean? So that means when you're at the bottom of this channel, exactly where we are right now, you're going to be looking for price to move back up to the top of this channel. And if price does do that, we're going to be very, very thankful, and we're going to make some good money on that. If it doesn't, guys, we'll have a very close stop, and we'll close this trade out. Below those areas, okay, below these areas of support that we're currently at, okay. So it's a very good risk-reward ratio trade, and anything can happen, but that's the one that we're currently in. We may be in another one in the near future, but we're risking about 0.7% on this particular trade. So keep that in mind, 0.7 to 1% on this particular trade. So keep that in mind. Going forward. So moving right along, pound dollar. So there's a buy bias here on the dollar CAD for the time being, although we are in consolidation. We're at the bottom of that consolidation. We can see price moving back up. All right, so pound dollar. Pound dollar, we're actually considering this consolidation as well. And you can see here the consolidation here on the weekly as I turn to the weekly. And once again, 10 weeks of really back and forth movement in the market here. And we actually came down, hit the 800 EMA on the pound dollar. You can see price has begun to move up, but it is just not doing very much of anything. And we're going to need something to happen here. We're going to need, price to really, some news to break this up so that we can actually see some movement in one direction or the other. So you got to be very, very careful, guys. This is not the time. This is where people are getting chewed up and spit out, depending on what side of the market that you're on. And you got to use proper money management in these times, and you've got to just wait and be patient for a good opportunity. Yeah, we can take a couple hits, and that's fine. But when you're day trading specifically, you don't want to take too many trades, because those trades, those commissions, can eat away at all of your profits, and definitely eat into your capital if you're not taking advantage of the big opportunities when they do arise. Okay, the dollar Swiss here, we do have back and forth movement, same exact thing I discussed on the euro dollar and on the pound dollar now, just really back and forth movement here. So what we're looking for is price to get to the top of its own channel, and then to probably come down back into this consolidation zone. Okay, so I got no call here for the dollar Swiss. It's not clean at all, and there's nothing to look at technically. All right, now the dollar yen is probably stronger. What do we have on the dollar yen? We have, basically we have this channel. We've had this channel or this pennant for a while, this flag formation, okay? And so what we're looking for here on price is that we're looking for price to go up probably to 104.30 in that vicinity, really test this trend line to the upside, and most likely come back down and close, and then move back downward, and that's the dollar yen. So we've got a buy bias up to 104.30, and then we're looking for a sell-off of that area, that zone. We've already talked about the dollar CAD. New Zealand dollar is interesting. Okay, so if you look at the monthly, you can see here that this is also in consolidation on the monthly. there's a big consolidation here going on in the monthly, and I'm actually going to draw some areas of support and resistance here on this pair. You can see that price really peeked its head out of this area on the New Zealand dollar, and this is principally why we believe that price has the opportunity to come down on the New Zealand dollar and really find its way back to the bottom of this channel at 0.8020. So we're at 85.73 right now, really at the peak of that. We got up to 86.90, 8,700 to be honest with you. We went right to the peak of 8,700, and look how quickly price just dropped 140 pips. Well, I don't think that's over quite yet. We're going to have to wait and see where price goes from here, especially as we go to non-farm. But looking at this zone, we've been in consolidation here on the New Zealand dollar, looking at the monthly, and there's a good opportunity if price does close within this zone for us to see price to get back down, go 500 pips to the lower side of this this flag formation that we're in, okay? And so that's what's going on in New Zealand. So let's take a look on a more local standpoint of what's going on in the New Zealand. Once again, here on the New Zealand, you can see that there's a railroad tracks formation forming, guys. We're not going to really know where that is until the close of the week. We are only on Wednesday, so we've got Thursday and Friday. When Friday closes, if this is still within this channel here, then there's a very good chance that price is going to continue to move down. Now, you're going to have to hold the position. It's going to be small so that you maintain your risk parameters, and then you're going to most likely have the opportunity to see the price drop 500 pips eventually or in that vicinity. And so that would be all determined by how price closes here on this New Zealand, okay? Aussie dollar, we're not calling it. With this Aussie dollar's in consolidation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars all within each other. Right now we're 5 bars plus this current one. So buy at the bottom, sell at the top, basically. It's what we've been playing on the Aussie dollar and on other pairs that show consolidation tendencies. Euro yen, same thing. We've got a pennant, clearly has been confirmed. 1, 2, 3 to the top side, which is our resistance area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 touches here, confirmed on the support side, the buy side, on the bottom here. So what does that mean for us? Well, if we do get a doji, we do get a close within, basically you can take a sell anytime off of this thing. Now, the maximum place that this we may see price action is up to 144.0. And that's something completely different. That's in line with the Bollinger Band as well. That's going to be our upper area of resistance. But right now, looking at the euro yen, where are we at? We are at 143.09, and we're going to look for price to come down to 140.38. So that is what we're looking for here, because we're playing a consolidation. So we're at the top of that consolidation. We're going to look for a sell there. Pound yen, same thing. We were looking for price to get to 173.07. It did, and we're going to come down maybe potentially 400, 300, 400 points to the bottom of that channel. Guys, with that, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in our next session. And if you can, get in there with Nino for some trading, roll up your sleeves, and get ready to get dirty on tonight, basically at 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Time, and then once again 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Guys, happy trading. Look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.